Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this channel we are going to check about ADO.NET. As you know that ADO.NET is data access technology from Microsoft.NET Framework, and it provides communication between database, SQL Server and our applications. Now first things we are going to check how we'll make a communication. But first video it will be about open connection and close the connection. Next videos we'll build a small application for this one. Now let's start first, and also we are going to create a database including tables in SQL Server Management Studio and in Visual Studio, both of them. I will show how to do it. Now, first thing of first, we will add from toolbox one toggle switch for our connection for on and off. And second, we will add text edit. And now let's change some option from here. First it will be off, and then from all properties we'll change the color of our toggle switch. I will choose maroon, and then here glyph alignment I will make it far, and when it is off we'll say connection off. When it is on, we'll say connection is on. And let's resize our toggle switch. Yeah, something like this is nice. And also let's do something like this, our text. Now we'll go our text edit, we'll change color as well, all properties, and just from appearance I will make the font as a bold. I think that's enough maybe for now. Now first thing, we are going to create a database and table in SQL Server Management Studio. Now we go SQL Server Management Studio, you open it. It's really simple in both of Visual Studio and SQL Server Management Studio. Here I choose developer because this is server name. If you have, I don't know how many you have it in your, you say connect. Here we come to database. I right click here and I say new database. And I write the name of database. I let it be show DB database. And when I say create, our database is created. Now we have to add a table. From table, I right click new table. And here I write, for example, let's first one, we say product ID. And as an integer, I will make as a primary key. And also from identity specification, I will make it yes. It will be increment one by one automatically. And then I will write product name and varchar 50. It is 50 characters and all Unicode characters it will take. And also let's say quantity, and let it be int also, and then unit price, and let's say decimal. I put here, sure, this is precision. So let's save it. Then I will name our table name as a product. So now our table also is created, as you see that. We can even enter some values. In order to do that, edit 200 rows. And here we can, for example, write pan and quantity 450 and the price, let it be $5. You see automatically this identification specification, and also we set as a primary key. We can add another one, let's say monitor quantity 749, and let's monitor with $350. So now we close it, and I will not delete this one, but I will show how to create a database in Visual Studio as well. We'll keep this one because we already enter some values also. Sorry. Let's close this one and let's go to Visual Studio. Here we have to either from view, we have like a SQL Server Object Explorer, or we have it here also. We click it. Now this is our data. Let's refresh it. Let's see our ShopDB is created. Let's create another one with different name. You right click on our database, add new database. And the name of database, let's say MarketDB. And then from table, I right click, add a table. Yes, pretty much the same. But things you can do on the Management Studio, you can do everything in Visual Studio. So here, let's say a product IT integer, and already it automatically set up primary key, but we have to go to the properties, identity specification, we'll put it true, and we can say product name and varchar and quantity it was integer, and then unit price it was decimal, and precision with 2. So but if I save, I say update, it will save it with the name of table. I have to change the name of our table. In ShopDB we set it as a products. I write it products, then I say update, then update the database. So now we can see we have a products. If you want to enter the value, you right click here, VF data, and now you can write, for example, that we write the pen, let's say it's different number, this is $4. As you see that you can enter and value. Now we close this because will not use this one. Let's delete market one, close connection. I will use ShopDB because we need to access it first. Is it successful or not when we try to connect? It took a little bit longer. Yeah, it's deleted, I think. Let's refresh it. Or if it doesn't here, we can from here delete very fast. It was MarketDB. I will say detach, drop. You can do like this, but you have to go to the folder also delete in order to delete completely. Or second, right click delete, close existing connections. Okay, now it's deleted. Now let's go to the Visual Studio. As you see that it's deleted. Now we want to access to our ShopDB. We'll make a connection between them, and we'll open the connection and close the connection. So for this one, we need a connection string, and in order to get connection strings on our database, we'll right click from properties. We have a connection string here. It is already declared. We go to other for, and we'll declare SqlConnection. SqlConnection, and I say connection new SqlConnection. This is this is how we will access from Visual Studio to our database. And now we will paste our SQL server connection string, sorry, and I put this at in order to not have a problem with this one. And then after integrated security, we don't need it. I will just delete this one. This is our server name. Remember when we try to when we try to open our management studio, let me show you. You see, this is server name, developer. The second one is our database, initial catalog. We write our database. And the third one, integrated security, we set it true. We don't need any authentication to access it, like username and passwords. We say everybody can access it. This is like this. Now, we would like to do these things whenever we click our toggle switch on and off. We will invoke and we'll open our connection and we'll close it. In order to do that, we'll go to from properties event. Let's name our toggle switch first. Together SqlConnection. I just name it like this. And from event toggled. Toggled, whenever you on and off these events, it will invoke. Let's double click it. Now, first things, I would like to get the state of my toggle. I will say state and assign. I will say connection is on. Now, when we invoked it, if our toggle switch is on, and then it will return, it will set our state as a true. And when it is false, it will set its state as a false. And we'll put a condition. We'll say if state equal true. We can write like this, or we can just do like this, because it is like if it is true, this piece of code it will invoke. If it is true, we will open our connection, and then we will change the back color of our text edit, and we will change the text of our text edit. Let's say if it is 1 minute, guys. I saw my error here. We put 2 slash here, and if you want to use verbatim string, you should, because it is like escape character, like this one. I will put like this. Then I have to delete this one. But if I just want to use one, then I have to put verbatim string. So now we say if our state is true, is our toggle switch is on, then we'll open our connection. And if it is else, let's say connection is closed. And let's run it. On, off. Our connection. Now is just our form is try to connect our database. Open connection, then close connection, open connection. Now, what we are going to do, we said we will change back color of our text edit and the text of our text edit. Let's first take step connection. No, sorry. Let's first, we forget to name it. You say take step SqlConnection. Let's go ahead. SqlConnection back color. I will, if connection is on, we'll put a dark green, and also we'll write inside our text. We'll write connection is on, and if it is off, then we say color dark red, and we'll say connection, connection is off. Connection is off. Now let's run it how it is going to work. And also I would like to change this color of text edit. I will make it white from all properties, from appearance, and then from color I will say white. Let's close this one. Now let's start it. Connection is off, connection is on. This is when we try to connect our database from our form or from web. We use ADO.NET. Of course, there is more sophisticated, nowadays people use entity framework is much more easier than this one. But just I wanted to show you this how we can do it. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos, guys. See you next tutorial.